10 compliments that will melt her heart. We all love and miss our partners, and telling them that is a great way to express affection, but not the only way. After a while, I love you and I miss you get quite old and lose their meaning for our partner. The good news is that you're not limited to only these 2 expressions of love and affection. There's a lot more fun and touching ways to compliment a girl and tell her how much she means to you. Therefore below I'm going to share with you 10 ways to express your affection beyond the usual I miss you and I love you. 10 compliments that will touch your heart and turn you into her Prince Charming. I can't stop thinking of you. One thing I love to do sometimes when talking on Skype is to make that face of defeat and say okay, I admit, I pretty much can't stop thinking of you, most of the time. This might be the only moment in our entire 1-hour conversation when I would express my affection toward her. But because it was such a cute and sweet way of letting her know about how much I miss her, she needs no more. I don't need to tell her that I love her and that I miss her 5 times. This one little line is more than enough. You can also turn it into a text and say something along the lines of, "What did you do to me? I just can't stop thinking of you. You turn me on so much." Telling your girlfriend that she turns you on so much with a warm voice and looking into her eyes could be the best compliment she could ever get. Especially if you could give a reason for when or why she turns on, that would get her even more excited. So you could say, "You turn me on so much when you look at me like that." Or, "You turn on so much with this sexy dress that you're wearing right now." Or you could even get a little evil and say, "You turn me on so much when you call me during the day." To motivate her to call you more often. You make me feel like a man. By telling her how she makes you feel like a man, you're acknowledging her femininity and making her feel like she's doing a good job being your woman. I bet she'd love to hear from her, "You make me feel like a woman." And so will she. How did I get so lucky to have you in my life? You can't imagine how good it feels to hear that from the person you love most. It's such a beautiful way to acknowledge how much she means to you and to make her feel special. So go ahead and use it. And use it more often. Every time she does something nice for you, say, "Wow, how did I get so lucky?" When you are in public and she says something nice about you, say, "How did I get so lucky?" When you're having fun together and enjoying each other's presence, say, "How did I get so lucky?" You'll make her feel loved and appreciated. And she'll love you for that. You drive me crazy. In a good way. Said with the right tone, this means that she just makes you crazy about her. She just makes you feel in love and alive. And if that's true, go ahead and tell her that. You'll tell her that you love her tomorrow. Today tell her that she just drives you crazy. You're just adorable. Isn't this the sweetest compliment you could ever make to a woman? I think it is. And she'll think so too. So don't be shy to use it. And of course use it when appropriate, like when she has that shy smile on her face, or when she's prepared something cute for you, or when she's put some thought into how she looks. Make her feel like a little princess with this compliment. Nobody made me happier than you. With this compliment, you're comparing her to your previous girlfriends and putting her way above them. And the truth is that women are very competitive among themselves, so if you tell her that she's the best woman ever for you, that's a big compliment. Trust me on that? Aren't you the sweetest? This is another little way to make her feel special. It's super simple and extremely touching when used at the right time and with a warm and caring voice tone. Just like the, "How did I get so lucky?" You can use this one more often and remind her of how much you appreciate her. By the way, you can also use a compliment like this to reinforce a good behavior that she has. This way encouraging her to keep acting that way in the future. God! You're just perfect! For the special occasions you can make a big exclamation and tell her, "God! You're just perfect!" Thus letting her know that whatever she's just done has had a huge effect on you. And like the amazing God that you are, You know how to appreciate a good woman. But, this isn't important, but don't use this too often, or she'll might take it too seriously? Come on, stop being so cute. And lastly, this is one of my favorite ways to tease and compliment her at the same time. It's a fun, playful way of spontaneously adding some affection into an otherwise normal conversation. So this is it. Now you're armed with 10 amazing phrases to tell your honeybee and make her feel loved and special. Read them again, commit them to memory, and when the time is right, tell her what she's been dying to hear for so long. And guess what? She'll love you for it. Warning. But one thing must be clear. As much as we want to make our partner feel loved, we mustn't overdo it. Because yes, it's possible to overdo it. Affection is like food. If you feed her too much, the stomach will start hurting. If you shower her with too much affection, she'll take it for granted, and she'll enjoy it less, instead of more. Therefore, go make her happy, but don't get too carried away. To love, Livius. P.S. But if you're worried that she's getting more and more distant lately, you better check this guide I've got for you right here.